Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and today is a little bonus video because I haven't done many videos recently, full stop anyway, but I haven't done an unboxing in a while, and I thought you might be interested in this one because it's an early arrival from Second Sight Films, and it is Cold Prey. This is a trilogy of Norwegian horror slasher films. And today I'm going to unbox it for you because it looks like a nice little set. I got it from Second Sight. It's out next Monday, and I got it a bit early because I got it direct. Also, by getting it direct, I noticed that it was about a few quid cheaper on Second Sight's site, and no pun there at all. And even though they charge P&P, that P&P wasn't more than the reduction over sites like Amazon, HMV, Zavvi, whatever. So ordering it direct from Second Sight actually is cheaper than ordering it from anywhere else. So yeah, this is it. Set. Basic premise is a mysterious and brutal killer known as the Mountain Man stalks the snow-covered landscape in search of victims in this classic Norwegian slasher trilogy. Apparently it has become a little bit of a regarded cult now. Apparently it's laid out, or it's presented as a sort of, he really is or was a Norwegian serial killer, but it's actually totally fictional. However, the director wanted to come across as he never says it is based or whatever, but he wants it to come across as that sort of unfaked idea, so it's more realistic than some could be. That is the front without the shrink on. I'll just take off the wraparound sleeve like you. That's just held on the front by one of those little bits of sticky, so hopefully I can actually get it back on after I've taken it off. Careful. That's all the specs. As you can see, I will read those back to a bit later. There's some nice extras on here actually, all of the films. That's the front. It's plain on the back underneath the wraparound, but it's the landscape, apparently the whole Norwegian bleak setting landscape that really the films lean into, the isolation factor. So yeah, just a quick heads up before we go any further about your interest in these. These are all in Norwegian with English subtitles, so if that isn't your thing, and that's totally up to you, then probably not one to go for. But anyway, here we go. It's I should open it up. So let's take one out. What have we got? That's the so it is very, very rigid there. It's a good strong case from Second Sight. This is a fold out digi book of all three movies. I'll just try and put them the right way up, just to present them nicely. Approximately. And in addition to those 3 discs, all which got, obviously you could see there, individual artwork. I think it's probably some stills from the film, maybe with a different colorization palette. We also get some art cards which I will never get back in this little strip again once I've broken it. So, well, once I've broken it, obviously not, but even if I'd been really careful, there'd be no point, it would never work. So we've got, what's it, the front cover gun there. That's one of the, not one of the pictures, that's one of the pictures that's on the outside of the, and I just put that down, didn't I? That's the same one. And that's another one. So that's a new one. It's nice. And again, oh look, that's the Trilogy cover card, so to speak. That's nice. Just 5 little cars there. On back, just white on the back. That's what it needs. You do get a rather thick book. I believe this one is 120 pages. Obviously, all in. This is all in English, not Norwegian, because it isn't obviously an English release by a second sight. Lots of pictures, lots of text. What have we got? Starting on the beginning with the cast and crew lists for each film. It's got contents, and there, that's your contents list if you want to read that and check what the sort of thing it contains. But it's a quick, let's have the how this slasher kept the sub-genre alive for Norway at least. Getting off the mountain, surviving trauma and saving lives in Cold Prey 2. Cold Prey 2, that's right. Where do we go from here? Back to basics with Cold Prey 3. So obviously they address each film in turn, and acknowledgements and production credits at the back. But yeah, no, that's that obviously extremely thick square bound book there. Again, I'll give you close-ups on each of the discs again. There we go. So, yeah. There it is. Summarising the movies themselves. The original is all about a group of 5, this is pretty typical stuff. Group of 5 friends head up to the mountains to snowboard, and the winter outing soon turns deadly in a Scandinavian thriller as one of them breaks his leg on the slopes and they hole up in an abandoned hotel, which they end up sharing with an unexpected guest, Norway's most notorious serial killer. That is another thing they leaned into realistically, in that there are these abandoned hotels and shacks and stuff they have up on the snowy waste of the mountains. They do exist. That's not just made up sort of thing that would never happen. So that's second one. I won't. This is a no spoiler version, despite the fact it spoils it in the overview that I've got. Any survivor or of the first movie are in a hospital, and they believe themselves to be alone, but the nightmare is not yet over. And Cold Prey 3 is subtitled The Beginning in some releases. It's just called Cold Prey 3 in this one actually, but it is subtitled because it's a prequel of how the whole myth and legend grew up around this mountain man, the mountain man who turns into the serial killer. This is taking place in the 80s, where a group of teenagers go to visit an abandoned hotel again. And this one is only to find themselves hunted by the psychotic killer. So yeah, that's the summation, but I'll just quickly will say that you've got plenty of goodies that I thought I'd made better notes of, and on the first one you've got commentary, interviews, another interview, alternate ending, behind the scenes, visual effects, bloopers, short film, and another short film, and a music video. On the second film, which is actually often regarded as the best of the three, because it doesn't need to, because it follows on directly from the first, it doesn't need to set out exactly what the ground rules are, if you like. So it doesn't need to do the whole setup part, which takes up obviously some of the film. This one's also got a commentary. It's also got interviews, a couple of interviews, 3 I think, and some more behind the scenes, also bloopers, extended and deleted scenes, and the Coldplay 3, the beginning, the prequel, that it got less, but it still has an audio commentary, and it's still got a behind the scenes featurette. And like I said, this set has got the rigid slipcase with that all this new artwork, the 120-page book with new essays, and the 5 collector's art cards. So yes, that will be it, and I hope you liked this quick unboxing. Shall I say, well, now I'm here, I suppose I should just quickly pop. Oh, well, there's no point in, I just had a look, no point in taking the discs out and showing you the image underneath the discs. There isn't any, it's a grey background, so I'm not going to risk putting fingerprints all over the discs by carefully pulling them out. But yeah, again, just quick show of the interior of the digibook. Those are the 3 discs with individual images on them. I'll pop that back into there. The art cards and the book with all the extra essays and background on. And this I shall probably attempt to wrap back round, because it does have quite a lot of info on it, and the back is quite plain. So there we go. Like I said, that's the back. I showed you just the pretty plain evocative of the snowy wastelands, and there's the Mountain Man on the front, and that is the release of Second Sight's Cold Prey Trilogy, which is out on Monday where are we now? Well, the first Monday in July of 2026, and I should have thought that one up, and I'll probably remember to put it up there. Okay, hope you enjoyed that quick unboxing, and I will be back again soon. Probably my next one will be my birthday haul. Now, that was always an interesting one. Last year I didn't get to do the birthday haul until practically the end of July, despite the fact that my birthday is at the end of June, because there were delays in just meeting. This wasn't a big problem, it was delays in just meeting up with people and getting all the presents. So I didn't know what I had, so I didn't know whether there's anything left to show and wanted to put in there. In this instance, I've received everything practically that I'm going to receive, especially on the media front or film related front. There's a couple of things that aren't just 4Ks or Blu-rays, but they are film related, which I think you'll find very interesting. I certainly have enjoyed them, and one really, really spectacular present I have to tell you about, though you won't be able to see until about this time next year. See, that's got you guessing. Work it out. Right. Okay, thank you very much. If you like this video, please hit like. If you are interested in more of my videos, please subscribe, and don't forget we've got lots more videos on the way. Bye.